Is there a point where you feel like you're seeing a red flag that says, okay, this is more that I really need to provide? And I think it also harks back to what you were saying before about
Mhm.
you don't want to use everything you've thought through for your world.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a scientist, so I'm not describing the science of space travel. There are some novels that do that, and that's okay. Like hard science fiction is different than the soft, kind of fantastical science fiction that I'm writing. And so in the hard science, people are actually looking for a little bit of more description about what's going on scientifically with the sci-fi elements. But in my book, I don't go in depth into those things. For one, I'm not really qualified to do that. But number two, I think it distracts from the elements that are really the focus of this kind of story that I'm writing, which is more what's going on within the characters and how they're reacting to the different things in the world around them.
I did find that this isn't exactly world building, but a lot of the times I'm basing my physical locations of my books on actual locations. And
Mhm.
actually, here's a good example that I just encountered with the book that I'm working on now, that it involves a winery. And there's a specific winery that's near me that I'm
Mhm.
thinking of as I'm writing this. And the owner of the winery lives in a house several miles away. And there's a specific house that I'm thinking of where these people live. And so there was this scenario where someone had to wait for someone who was either going to leave from the winery or the house. And I thought, where would they wait? And the only place in that stretch of road that I've driven many times where someone could wait without looking creepy, like hanging out in the neighborhood, is the
Mhm.
fire station. So I had this whole little bit about how they get permission from the people at the fire station to wait in their parking lot. They make a contribution so that the fire station inhabitants will be happy to let them
Mhm.
use their break room or whatever. And then I realized that none of that really made any sense or added to the story or was necessary because it's
Mhm.
fiction and I could just give them a nice park to wait in or something like that. And so that was one of those ones where I was on the road to getting way too wrapped up in what I saw as the reality of the situation and realized that it really wasn't necessary.